Gotta keep my eyes open. Damn dragons could swoop down at any time.
Yes, that would be, you know, one downside to living underneath the giant sky. You know, Lydia, I'm thinking, my adventures, they aren't, well, to put too fine a word on it, cinematic enough.
Got some good pieces
So
out here
I
if you
was
can buy.
thinking,
More inside.
I was thinking we should do something to improve that. Something like, this. That's a start. That's certainly a start. Perhaps we should try something like this. Oh, yes. Now, this is more like it. But, you know, I think we could improve things even further, Lydia. For example, what if you did something like... Yes, shoot it with a wider lens, you see. It makes it more impressive. Oh, now you're talking. This, Lydia, is the true cinematic Skyrim experience. Except no substitutes. Oh, Lydia, somehow you've managed to get lost again in the great plains of Whiterun. I don't really understand that, if I'm being... Oh, no, there you are, never mind. I was going to say, I didn't really understand how you could get lost in a place like this, when really all you have to do is look and see, like, the tallest thing moving around, it's going to be me. It's definitely 100% going to be me. There is nothing in this land that is taller. Except perhaps, well, you know this... Oh, there's a giant here. Except perhaps a giant, yes. Right, maybe not dealing with this, although mammoths. Two giants, okay. Let's just have a look here. I've got, in the way of destruction spells, I have Elemental Bolt, because of course I do. Oh, the most superior spell. How much... If I were to... That's quite a heaping helping of magicka, actually. Yes. Well... Maybe this is something we don't want to tangle with. Oh my god, there's so many mammoths. You know, given how much of a plain Whiterun is, you would expect them to not be able to creep up on me like this. And yet, Lydia... What do you want? No soul gem large enough. I know. I've really got to find myself a soul gem. I think that would serve, well, the problem of releasing souls into the ether. I think that's the great problem with murder, you know, is that you're just, like, sending souls off to be devoured by, who knows, dragons, presumably. Rather than spending an eternity floating about in the ether or being devoured by dragons, I think souls, particularly souls of people defeated by me, would be much more honored to be squeezed out into my weapons. You're a part of you living on forever, unless I use you to, like, recharge your weapon, of course, in which case, well, you'll be lost. But no one cares about you, really. I mean, your name is Bandit, for crying out loud. What is this? That's Dustman's Cairn. No, Lydia, that's Dustman's Cairn over there. We're trying to get to Broken Tower Redoubt, Red Eagle's Tomb, and Serpent's Bluff Redoubt. It's far, far, far to the west of here. That's where we need to be going. Swear, you're almost as bad at reading a map as you are at following me, although at least... Are you stuck on a rock? Good lord. Well, perhaps it's my fault for giving you heavy armor you can't lift your leg. Maybe that's what's going on here. I don't know. I believe it says somewhere in your housecarl contract that you are responsible for purchasing and maintaining the appropriate equipment. Well, there's a little bit of a wizard's duel happening here, and I believe that wizard's duel has now concluded. So, yes, I think I'm just going to let that lie, as it were. It doesn't seem like something I need to be involved with. So what I have here, I have a large sack of flour. A basket, a deer hide. I don't think I need any of those things. I also don't really know where that Atronach got to, but I suppose that is actually not my problem. Right then, I'll pick some lovely little flowers, some lavender and some tundra cotton. Lydia, these are for you? I don't mean I'm giving you flowers, because I'm not interested in you in that way. Romantically, of course I'm interested in you sexually, are you kidding me? They're for you to hold on to. Yes, they're for you to hold on to, so that I may use them in the creation of potions. You see, it's a lost art, actually, alchemy. It's something most Nords don't really consider in amidst their day-to-day struggles of, trying to beat each over the head with sticks and run each other through with swords. But in actual fact, alchemy can do many wonderful things. It can improve your smithing, it can make you more impervious to fire, the worst of all elements. Actually, fire is offensively the best of all elements, but, it's also really painful to be on the receiving end of it. One might go so far as to call it my one true weakness. Now, you might be thinking, what about ice, right? Because it drains stamina, etc. And practically speaking, yes, as a fighter, ice is terrible. But I would say that fire is actually my one true weakness because it disfigures me. The burns do not look good. Chicks dig scars, not burns. Oh, by the way, since we're here, hold on just a moment. Since we're here, at this little manor farm. Who? What? Are you shooting at me or the deer? I really can't tell. Either way, you need to work on your aim. It's embarrassing. I'm half inclined to beat you to death just for being terrible shots. But in this case, I'll make an exception because, well, upsetting the fragile balance of Skyrim's ecosystem is actually somewhat amusing to me. Somewhat. Yes, there's this dead man here named Urval. See, I really think that someone naming their kid Urval is just asking for trouble. What is this? This is a blister wart. This is a blue butterfly, which I have not grabbed. Oh, I have grabbed. Wonderful. More butterflies, please. Yes, give unto me the butterflies. Right, last time we were here, we completely failed to crack this mystery of Golden Hills Plantation. Today I am feeling, like we can accomplish this in a much more cinematic manner. And here I have a cooking pot and a bed, a child's bed with a journal. Well, he wishes to join the Legion and wants to defeat a bandit or a wolf. Does he now? And he's also got a little bit of Dartwings in there, a yellow book of riddles, a boiled creme treat. How lovely. Excuse me, Lydia, you are in my way. This is not one of your house call duties. You yes, you really need to move now. Down here in the basement, I have barrels with cabbages, and red apples, and green apples, and carrots, and a button. And this button opens this door, which can I help you? Okay. For what I was talking about a minute ago with soul gems, I'm actually kind of glad that I don't have a soul gem big enough for your soul, because attacking me like that from the afterlife, you deserve unpleasantness, wandering for all eternity. More glowing mushrooms. Give me the glowing mushrooms. Hello, here's the Jonquil Journal. Okay. Rin's gone missing. We already know where Rin went, because we've done this out of the proverbial order, as it happens. There are potions of cure disease, plentiful stamina, and healing here. Well, I appreciate that. Take an alembic. I don't need an alembic, I don't think. I could be wrong about this. Right, there's more nightshade. Yes, we'll need some of that. Lydia, I require your movement. Find the well. Find the well. Yes. So, anyway, this settlement was put up here. It's very, very nice. But I feel like they could have built the well, closer. Closer in proximity. More adjacent, if you will. Adjoining, perhaps? On the land itself, a pair of wolves. A trio of wolves, excuse me. Lydia, did you kill the last wolf? That was amazing. I adore you. You're so good at your job. Here's the well. Oh, here's a child skeleton. He had 3 whole gold on him. Sure, right. I have now taken the toy sword. What do you want me to do with this toy sword? Return it to the farm. Okay. Perhaps you better put this quest up so I know exactly where the almighty god Howard wants me to put this sword. Because really, like, return the sword to the farm, I could just embed it in the tree stump here. I would consider that returning it to the farm. But no. That's clearly not what I meant to do. Apparently I meant to place the sword right there. And then speak to the ghost.
Hi there.
Hi. Now I'm really quite glad that I didn't, take any of the
Thanks a
swords.
lot. Here, take this for all your hard work.
You don't seem to be bothered about the fact that you are dead. Well, I suppose you wouldn't mind. Humans, afterlife, that sort of thing. I can plant crops, yes. Does anyone know? Yes, Blue Mountain Flower for restore health. Wonderful. What else do we have? Bleeding Crown for resist magic. Yes, that seems like a good thing to have more of. Glowing Mushroom for fortify destruction. Yes. I think I'll have a couple of those, actually. Make my destruction spells bigger and betterer. Unfortunately, as much as alchemy is a wonderful little art, I don't know as much about it as, perhaps I should. Lavender is a completely unknown quantity. Namara's rot is a completely unknown quantity. You see, there are gaps in my knowledge. Gaps I intend to fill. 9 out of 10 crops are planted. Was there something planted here? And then what? A tundra cotton? Sure. Why not? Right, there we are. Hire a steward for the plantation. Okay, I shall, where might I find a steward? A suitable steward to tend my crops for me. Can I seriously not walk onto that? I apparently cannot. My armor is too big. Oh well, so be it.
Let's throttle up to... Okay, let's throttle up more.
But they cut off
Did
our
they
communications.
redo your
I've
face?
been fighting for my life
Caden
ever
looks like
since.
Caden. You don't quite look like you. Or maybe they're using your Mass Effect
Where's the
3
rest of the
face.
squad? We
Didn't
tried to
give you
double
your
back
Mass
with
Effect
these
3
things,
boobs,
but we
though.
walked into an
So,
ambush.
whatever.
It may be dead now, but where did it come from?
You see that big blue thing up there? That's called the sky. That's where it came from.